Begin transmission. Happy April, everybody. Welcome into the Eternal Stream number 18, where once again we are playing the Eternal card game. Detour with you here. Glad to have you along for a brand new season. And there have been a lot of updates and changes, not really changes to the game, but a lot of noteworthy news from Direwolf Digital regarding the future of the Eternal card game. And so I think that we'll start with that. First of all, new season is out, by the way. You'll get your season rewards if you haven't already. I am proud to announce that we made gold with the Stranger deck. Super thrilled about that. While I talk to you, I'm going to make sure that I get things shared here via the social media on the Detour stream. I don't want to do that. Making sure that I rename the stream. I didn't do that initially this time, and so it'll probably be screwed up for the whole video again, which is fine. That's just fine. But I do want to make sure that I get the site up so that I can get all of the news to you. Yeah, that should probably take me to the right place. So, the first news that we have is the fact that the Eternal seasons have been renamed to chapters. So, each season is going to be called a chapter now. So, instead of this being season 17, this is going to be chapter 17. Mostly a superficial change. Their reasoning is that they want to make this into kind of an overarching story. To me, it's just trying to make it a lot more like Magic, where ostensibly within the realms of Magic, you have these different planes, and each plane has its own story. I never really got into Magic for the story. I like the campaigns in this game and Eternal. Probably not the primary reason that I play though, but it's nice. I mean, I like the little flavor that you have when you get into a new campaign and a little bit more of the world is revealed to you. That's fine. I think this is mostly a superficial change, and I probably will still call them seasons. I think the chapters is frankly kind of cheesy, doesn't really do anything to enhance my enjoyment of the game, so probably going to call them seasons for me personally. For the second part of their announcement, heroes are going to be getting I guess a subtype is the best way that I can describe it. They want the big characters of the game to be more easily identifiable. So if I go into my collection, I'm assuming that if I type hero, I'm going to get some results, and I do. So this is kind of an under the hood change. Doesn't really do anything in terms of mechanics at this point. They said that they may change that in the future, but as you can see, none of these cards have hero listed on them. All they have are just their regular types, but if you search for hero, you come up with these cards, things like Cerso, obviously Wump. I'm pretty sure, I don't see here, but I'm pretty sure Ikaria is going to be here. Apparently not. Wow, I am actually very surprised that Triumphant Stranger is a hero. Ikaria is. Or maybe I just need to put the crafting tag on and then do it. Those are just the heroes that I have. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so like Catra the Devoted or Ikaria is going to be a part of this, I would certainly assume. If I go hero, Icaria. Yeah, there they are. So Icaria the Liberator is definitely a part of this mix. So these kinds of units are now searchable via the hero tab, and no mechanical changes with them right now. Just know that they're, making this, under the hood change so that you could search for these cards, and that they may do stuff mechanically with them in the future. No guarantee that's going to happen, just something that they announced that they were going to do. Finally, a monthly chapter in Eternal will include a sealed deck league. So each season will have a sealed deck league. You open 8 packs when you start a league, 1 new pack each week. You get to improve your deck along the way, and they actually released an entirely separate post regarding the sealed deck leagues. And one of the prizes will be something that people have really been clamoring for, and that, of course, is new card backs. I'm not sure the game really needs new card backs. I think that's just kind of a Hearthstonification of the game. Magic seems to get along just fine without card backs. I'm not sure why every single thing has to be different. The question is, where exactly do these leagues happen? Because if you go to ranked, this is the standard ranked play. If you go to casual, this is casual play. There's no event. Oh, okay, so it's going to be under the event tab, where they previously placed their events. They're going to also have League. I would not be surprised if League got its own button eventually. So this is basically just going to be a month-long sealed deck league where you will open up your packs, and it costs 10,000 gold or 8,000 gems to get in. So not a prohibitive expense for you to get in. I guess, wow, there are already people playing it. So viewing the prizes here, if you get in the top 10, you get a random premium legendary and 20 packs of the Dusk Road. So pretty good rewards, and even if you do a terrible job, you're guaranteed to get 2 packs and 1 premium uncommon card. You got to get in the top 5,000 to get a random premium rare. So this is, I think, very, very fair rewards for them to give out. And the first 10 runs that you make in this will be used in your league rank, and only the most recent league run that you make counts. So if you go in, play 3 games, hate your deck, and you retire, and then you start anew, then your second run is going to be the one that counts. Also, they said that you can play up to 20 tiebreaker matches. So if you are at the 6-3 level, for example, you can continue to accumulate wins. So if you're 6-3 with 5 wins, you're going to get higher in the standings than 6-3 with 0 wins, but lower than someone who goes 6-3 with 10 wins. And the 6-3 player with 10 tiebreaker wins will be behind a I guess that doesn't make sense because you have to play 10 games. So we'll pretend that I just said 6-4. So a 6-4 player with 10 wins is going to be behind a 7-3 player with no tiebreaker wins. So that's how that works. So you can see how the draft goes. You get 8 packs, and then each week you get an additional pack. You'll get a Dusk Road pack, an Omens pack, and then an Empty Throne pack. It looks like you get 2 packs of each set. So if you're missing a little bit of a set, like for me, for example, I find that it's harder for me to get the Empty Throne packs right now, just because most of the time I'm getting Dusk Road packs. I purchased a whole box of Omens of the Past, so trying to go back and get this first set is a little bit more difficult. This would be a good way to do that. But today we are actually going to be playing some ranked today. So we start the season as a 3 silver. I did play 1 game with my Stranger deck, trying to just get my daily rewards, which I was successful at. Making sure that I check the chat and don't miss anything like I have in previous previous streams. So today we're going to build a new deck expressly for ranked, because I could just keep playing strangers. I love strangers, but I feel like, try to grow as a player. Maybe we do a little deck building on the stream today. So that's the plan. We're going to build a deck. As you know, if you've been watching, I love playing tribal. So I am going to play, I am going to build, or attempt to build, that's right, a Valkyrie deck. So first thing we have to look at is destroying our extra cards. So we got the max shift stone that we can get. Valkyries typically occur. Oh, I got a couple other ones that I don't even know about. Valkyries typically occur in Justice, and there's a storyline reason for that. There are just a very few in Shadow, and there are a very few that are available in Fire as well. I also want to put up the crafting tab because there are some obvious, some very, very powerful ones that are in a different faction, like Ikaria the Liberator. She's obviously incredibly strong. As you can see, I am a little bit shallow on the shift stone to be purchasing a lot of Ikaria. I may still buy one of her. I'm only 400 away from being able to buy a second one, and she's just really good. I mean, there are a lot of different decks that you can put a Flying Aegis Charge Endurance Warcry 5 into. So she still may go in. Oh, I'm in Stranger Danger. I need to get out of Stranger Danger. I'm done. Back. I just want to go back. I just want to go back. No, I don't want to save this. So I want to make... No, I don't want to save it. I guess I just need to take Ikaria out. Where is Ikaria? There she is. Okay. Now, I'm done. Yes, get out of this. So, I'm going to go ahead and delete. This is another Stranger deck that I was working on. I still have all the pre-con decks that they give you. I don't really know why. I just haven't deleted them. I do play this Miracle Grenadin somewhat in the arena format, or I guess in this game, it's the gauntlet format. I do play it in there. So I am going to try to build a Valkyrie deck. Vicious Valkyries. So, my idea is to play fire splat, or I guess I should say justice splashed with some fire. Because I let's be honest, one of the reasons I want to is because in Fire you get to run Torch. Torch is very good for the early removal. That's something that my Stranger deck really lacked in a lot of cases. So for that reason, I'm thinking that I want to splash fire in rather than Shadow. Not that there's anything wrong with Shadow. There are good Valkyries in Shadow, and in fact, let's just type in Valkyrie and see if we go to Shadow here, okay, and see what we have or what's available. So this is a way to get your Valkyries back from your void. You could play, so this costs 6 to do this. You have to get it out, then pay 4 to draw the Valkyrie from your void. So this is just a cheap one that can't block. A 3/1 for 4, which is not, I mean, it has flying, it's not that good. Life Force, when you gain life, it gets lifesteal. That's fine. Drifting Death, draw a curse from your void. They do have a few Argenport Valkyries. There's a Valkyrie Harvester. Oh, okay, that's sort of interesting. Valkyrie Ally +3. Okay, so that would be a good one. Valkyrie Denouncer, this guy is played a lot just because he's a 3/3 flying revenge. So even though he costs 5, he comes back. So you're really getting 2 3/3s for 5. Inquisitor Mokto also very strong because he has revenge permanently, so you get a ton of value out of that 5/5. So if I go to fire now, see, obviously Icaria is the big thing that you get. Sower of Descent is something that you get. There's a lot of Warcry on Valkyries, so Sower of Descent is something that I'm definitely planning on putting in the deck. You know what? I think I'll just start with Sower of Descent. So 4 Sower of Descents are going in. Renegade Valkyrie, a 1/2 flying double damage. She's fine. I'm not a huge fan of the 4 cost. I think that's pretty expensive. The main thing that I'm going for with this deck is I want to play a lot of Valkyrie because I'm playing Tribal. I want to play Tribal. I want to play a lot of flying. And I've noticed in the games that I've played, at least, that there have been a lot of decks that don't have a lot of flying in them. Oh, I have a tip. Oh, okay, wow. I knew that, but thanks for the helpful tip. I appreciate it. I like playing... I want to play stuff with flying in this deck. So, let's go and just run down the list. There are a few things that I want to get in. I want to have torches in. I'm going to put 4 in. I want to have a little bit of removal. I might as well go ahead and get my 25 power in the deck. I want to play quite a bit of Justice just because I'm pretty sure I am going to, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and put her in. I got this from a campaign. She's good just on her own. Works very well with Valkyrie. I want to put those in. The Sword of, while we're here, Sword of Icaria, a Warcry 3/2. I just want to put 4 of those in. I like that weapon a lot. And a Warcry makes my Valkyrie bigger, so that's all great. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to put in some power. So let's see, I have some stuff written down here: 15, 18, 22, 26. So I wrote down 30 power or so to put in. I'm going to try in the Stranger deck I had 25 power, and there were times when I would get a little lower, so I'm going to try to go 30 in this deck and see how I like it this season. I have a fear of not being able to draw units when I need to. I'm just gonna try this out. You know, we're learning the game just like everybody else. So obviously I want mostly Justice. I guess I probably just put Sigil. That'll probably just bring it up. Yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna put that in. Emerald for the monument. Oh wow, I only have 1 emerald monument. That's crazy. I like the transmute on this, being able to get a 3/3 weapon if I, you know, happen to have 5. I like that. It's depleted, however, so I'm not sure how many of these I want to run. I'm definitely running 4 Waystones. There's no question there. I'm gonna put 2 of these in, so I need to create 1. I'm gonna put 2 monuments in. So I have 2 monuments in. I do want a little bit of color splash, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Seats of Glory. I'm gonna be playing with quite a few powers, so I like having the seat here. Probably less of a chance than compared to my Stranger deck, which doesn't play with as much power because we're going for a lot of crests for the scouting, because we've got a color correct for 5 colors in that deck. Only color correcting for 2 here, so I'm okay playing a lot more sigils. The Rakano banner we're gonna play. I don't feel like, well, it's just a common, whatever. We'll just make a play set while we're here. That's fine. Okay, so we'll put 4 Rakano banners in. And so we've got here 10, 11, 12, 16, 20, 24. So we'll put in a sigil. We'll put in 6 of these. So 6 fire sigils. So we'll do that. I'm also going to try not running Seek Power in this deck. I'm going to see how I like it. This seems like a really good card because you draw it and it thins your deck out. But I thought, well, why don't we just not run Seek Power and see, I mean, just take those 4 Seek Powers out of the deck instead of taking the ability to go and get a sigil out. And so you're basically removing 2 cards from your deck when you play Seek Power, when you draw it into your hand, and then it allows you to get another sigil. Let's just not have it in and have other stuff in that we want to play, and try that out. Caleb's Favor is something that I'm considering. I wish that if this was do 2 damage to an enemy and draw a fire sigil, auto include. I would auto include this over Torch for the ability to do 2 damage to anything plus draw a sigil, but the fact that you only get to do it to a player, I'm a little bit more hesitant to do that. Roland's Favor, something else that I'm considering because it's got the ability to draw the Justice Sigil. Anyway, that's kind of the things that I have been looking at. So now let's go back to Valkyries. Oh yeah, one thing that I do want to grab is curfew enforcement. I only have 1 of these, so I'm only going to put 1 in. This is just a good card for Valkyrie. How much is that? It's 800. I'll make another one. So now I've got 2 curfew enforcements. So I'll play both of them. I am going to go ahead and make 1 Icaria. It's all that I can afford. I'll have to get more shift stones. So I'm going to put an Icaria in the deck. Obviously, I would love to run 2 of her, but I don't think that I wouldn't need to run more than 2 Icaria just because, a 7-drop is kind of expensive. But I want to put Icaria in the deck just because, look at her. She's awesome. Let's see here. She's also in the... Is she in the banner or is Jek in the banner? Oh, Jek's in the banner. No, Icaria... I have an Icaria background on my desktop. That's really cool. I have that on the right side, and then I've got a movie on the left side, which I probably need to change because... Well, I don't need to change it. I could change it. I just went and saw Tomb Raider the other day, and it was fine. Not as good as the video game. Rand Danger says that would be broken. I'm assuming he's talking about that spell that I mentioned to you, the Caleb's Favor, 2 damage to an enemy and draw. Yeah, that would be auto include. You would see Caleb's Favor in every single deck. And you still see it a lot just because it gives you the 2 free damage and draw a sigil. That would be an amazing card. Thanks for joining the chat here. So, building Valkyrie. So as you can see, I have got approximately, 20, 30 cards left. I definitely need some units for sure. So let's just look at some of these Valkyrie here and some of the spells too. And -3 this turn. I like this. This is kind of situational, though. The -3 attack is only for 1 turn, which could keep a unit alive. That's totally possible. You're paying 1 to give a unit in your hand, or a weapon +1/+1. There are a lot of ways to do that with this deck, the way I have it envisioned, though, just because there's a lot of Warcry. Aegis is cool. probably going to pass on Roland's Intervention. The Valkyrie Aspirant. I like this character. It's got flying. It's a 1-drop, pay 8, so you can play it up late in the game. Now, obviously, the ultimate is not very efficient because it costs 8, but at least when you draw this late game, if you don't have anything else to spend power on, you can pop him out, make him a 5/5, and he's a 5/5 Valkyrie. So, Valkyrie Aspirant, I'm going to toss 1 in for now just to remind me. So that's something I'm thinking of. Let's see here. Another one I'm thinking of because it's got Revenge. The Loyal Watchwing flying a Warcry. I like her a lot. 4 of her is going in. The Rampart Protector is definitely a consideration as well, just because this gets you a lot of value if you can have some of your Valkyries die and getting the 2/2 soldiers. Soaring Guard, probably not going to put in. Remember, we're trying to get flying here as well. Something else that we want. Signal Flag is definitely a possibility. I like Valkyrie Ally Warcry. We should have Valkyrie almost all the time. Silverwing Smith is a good blocker, maybe just a little bit too defensive. By the way, if anybody has suggestions in the chat, that's fine. Just be aware that, hey, I've only got 1,600 shift stones, so I can't be... I made my legendary for the day, Ikaria, and I'm totally fine with that. Valkyrie Enforcer, that's going in. 4, yes please. Being able to silence another unit, like a Stranger, like Ikaria, yeah, totally doing that. For Valkyrie Justicar is pretty interesting. So only a 1/1, so she's really easy to get rid of, but at least she makes the other player. It takes tempo away. Yeah, just after I say suggestions, Rand Danger says in the chat, 4 times Enforcer. Yeah, no doubt about that. Let's see, Ground Crew. I don't... part of the reason I'm playing Valkyries is because they have flying, so I think... no. Ironclad Oath is definitely a strong consideration. Getting armor, and because this is a fast spell, I'm going to put 1 in for now. Not because I'm going to include it, definitely because I'm considering it. It's definitely under consideration. Let's see here. I have a couple other ones that I have written down, but I'm not necessarily... Valkyrie Spire Guard. This is one that I like as well. Because I'm playing a lot of Valkyrie, I am definitely going to have the, I wish it was Ally, but I'm going to be playing Valkyrie a lot, so I totally feel okay putting 4 of her in. Getting a 6/6 out for 4 with flying is quite good. Let's see, the Militant, when you play a weapon, you gain 2. Not going to be as efficient in this deck. I'm not planning on running a ton of weapons. This one, not planning on having a ton of armor. -2. This is a 4/4 for 2. The summon ability, I'm not sure it makes up for that. Let's see. Melee Cloud Marshal. I can't afford her. That's interesting. Wow, that's pretty strong. A 4/8 that basically, you know, just pops out Valkyries. Silverwing Commander, definitely a Valkyrie that I want to run. I'm going to put 4 in for now. I can always take some away. Not like we're, you know, sold out here. Suggestion from the chat, Finest Hour, and I do know what you're talking about. +3/+3 this turn on the fast spell. Going to put 1 in for now. Definitely going to consider that too. That's a good idea. Just getting the +3/+3 to keep something alive for a turn. Obviously the big positive that it has over Ironclad Oath is the fact that I only need to spend 1 on it, where Ironclad Oath costs 4 for only +1/+1. It doesn't have the armor bonus, but that's definitely a consideration. Finest Hour is an auto-include for most people in their Justice decks, and it's very strong. Certainly something that I am going to be considering. Flying and double damage while wielding a weapon. Probably not going to have any weapons for the units to be using. I think they're mostly going to be relic weapons, so going to pass on her for now. Warcry 2, I mean, to me, this is just auto-include. 4/4 flying Warcry 2 is amazing. Okay, this is okay. I'm not a huge fan of that. I like Bond. I do like Bond, especially in flying. Let's see, Watchwing Conscript. If it has Destiny, play a 2/4 Valkyrie wings with flying and Aegis on him. He is now a Valkyrie. That's very interesting. 5/3 for 6, a little expensive. Valkyrie Arcanist. An Emerald Spear. I like this, but I don't like this for 7. I like this for like 5, not for 7. Flight Lieutenant. I think just about all my units are going to have flying anyway, so not that exciting. I do like having a big bopper in the deck for late game, so I'm going to put in probably all 3 of the Honor Guards. Okay, the Valkyrie Linebreaker. Interesting. Flying Bond with Entomb. But of course, you can exhaust another unit of the same type to reduce this card's cost by the exhausted unit's attack. So that can let you play out, you know, this obviously says it costs 9, but that could be a lot less expensive. Let's see. And then I have Icaria. Boy, I'd love to include more of you, but I just can't do it. I can't do it right now. Okay, so we've gone through everything. So now we can start trying to go back and see what we're excited about here. Want to play stuff with flying. I'm going to go ahead and make the executive decision that we want for Finest Hour. We want that in. Looking at the breakdown of our deck, we've got a lot of 3-drops, so that's good. I like that. Shouldn't need much power in this deck. I'm playing with 30. That might be a little too much for this curve. We'll play test it. We'll see what we think about it. Are there any I just want to look at fire here and just see if there are any weapons or spells that I'm missing that let's just search. Just search here and see. Killing an enemy attachment. That is interesting. There are definitely times where you would get some worth out of that. Especially if you, if you had, this would be a great way to get Aegis off of something as well, especially for only 1. Let's see. Man, I can't believe I don't have any trail stories. Wow. There's some of those empty throne cards I guess I just don't have. Let's see. Pummel. This would be an alternative to Finest Hour. The benefit obviously being that you have Scout here. Instead of +3/+3, you get Scout, which I like Scout. And there are a lot of times when it feels like +2/+2 is enough. You just need, I mean, I've seen a lot of times where Finest Hour gets played on me. Randanger says, Boar is a sideboard card. I've had some luck with it, but it is usually dead. Yeah, a card like this is going to be very good against a lot of the decks that are going to be running stuff like the Mask. There are a lot of decks that, are run a ton of attachments. A lot of the Rakano weapon decks, the Oni decks that create weapons. Certainly if they don't play a ton of attachments, like, for example, to Rand Dangerous Point, my Stranger deck doesn't play any attachments at all. So Boar would be a card that if I drew it would be totally wasted. But obviously here at the deck building stage, we don't know what we're going to be playing against. Ruin would be another possibility. Just looking at the spells here, I like Piercing Shot. I like Piercing Shot a lot. I'm going to put one of those in just for now. Just for now. Don't need to purge the darkness here. What was Kindle? Don't need Kindle. Not in this deck. Interesting. Cloud of Ash is interesting. Don't think I need that. Rally would be interesting. Okay. Alright, let's go back to Valkyrie. Okay. So, what do we have one in? So, Valkyrie the Liberator, that she's supposed to be in for just one. That's fine. Ironclad Oath. I'm going to leave Ironclad Oath out. Leave that out. Piercing Shot, I could... I'm strongly considering putting that in. Let's see, we've got... How many... Let's see... Guess I'm gonna put Piercing Shot in. I'd probably take out this Valkyrie Aspirant. So if we don't count this, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 21, 24 Valkyrie in the deck. 24 out of 75. So I've got about a third of the deck is a unit. Brand Danger suggests in the chat Vanquish. Vanquish is, of course, killing a unit with 4 attack or more. Definitely a strong consideration. Piercing Shot obviously has the added benefit of doing 2 damage to an enemy player. Of course, Vanquish can get rid of really big creatures. And I actually think that I like that suggestion. I don't gain any speed here. They're both spells, so they both get played at sorcery speed. Yeah, I think Vanquish is a good call, actually. So I guess we're going to run 3 Vanquish. So for removal, I'm not running any Harsh Rule. I certainly could. I'm trying to play a lot of creatures, so I feel like trying to be a little bit more targeted with removal might be the way to go. So I've got 4 removal. I've got the 4 torches. I'm kind of counting Finest Hour as removal too, just because I can... attack with something that's, one of these little puny Valkyrie, like Ikaria when she's a 1/1, play the Finest Hour, and all of a sudden I've taken out like a 3-drop or something. Or blocking with Ikaria, I can block on a 3/3 and take it out and kind of get removal that way. Alright, I'm okay with this. So let's run down the deck list one more time just so you guys can see it here. Obviously, I would love to have more Ikaria. It feels like Ikaria is just always good. Then we'll scroll down. This is, of course, the Icaria that I'm interested in having. The color correction for this might be challenging. We'll see. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty balanced in this deck. I feel like it's pretty. I feel like this is okay. As you can see, I've got a lot of threes. There's a lot of threes. There's not that much above 4. Above 4, I'm only running, you know, these 4 different cards. 28 units, 30 power. This is my biggest question: is this too many? Is this too many powers for this curve? You know what? There's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out. So we'll run this in casual first. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you know, everybody just got reset, so who cares? But we'll see if this works out or not. Some of you may know that I am a sports fan. National championship is on. Boy, I sure wish Kansas was playing in it. That would have been amazing. So I'm not thinking outside the box just to start out loud. Not really sure what a good opening hand is. This seems good. Getting a 2-drop. I've got 4 power. I've got a Sword of Icaria. So I'm going to keep this. I mean, I have 4 power that I can play and use in the same turn. So, you know, this seems good. So I'll play fire first and throw him off. I could have played double green for the Valkyria on turn 2. Alright, so they have gotten nothing. So I'm going to play out the sword first and get a free Warcry out of the deal. Icaria will come up next turn. Wow. Wow. So they haven't played anything. So I'm going to throw this out here for now. Looking like maybe they're not getting a lot of colors that they need. Alright, going to try to knock off my sword. Okay, so she knocks off the sword. That's okay. I got good value out of that. And that's going to get bigger now.
Our wings and will are unbreakable.
With Icaria coming in.
Yeah.
I'm going to save that in case I need it. So 3 influence away from getting the bonus. Well, nothing I can do about it in Cold Blood. And Cold Blood's going to be hard to deal with for this deck. It's too bad because I actually have 4 of those in the deck. So all those are going away. All right. Ooh, okay. That's good. Oh yeah, so I've got, I can play, oh, I've got a lot of Valkyrie in my hand, so I'm totally going to do this ability for my ultimate.
Face judgment.
And I'll attack for 1. Save my finest hour in case I need it to pump her up. I will pump her up. I don't see any reason to let her die there. And now I get rewarded because I drew that. Now she's big. Outstanding.
Fly steady, Valkyrie.
Okay. So he's obviously got something. He wouldn't be attacking, I don't think. I'm just going to let him go. I don't... So there's a hailstorm. Ah, permafrost. Okay, well, that's fine. I've got
Fly
another
steady, Valkyrie.
Silverwing Commander. Do I think they have another hailstorm? I guess we'll find out. Their Harbinger. Well, I'm starting to draw a little bit too much power. Wow, another hailstorm.
The Found show no mercy.
I think we ran out of steam here, and we're drawing a lot of power. So we've got basically 2 turns to live. I have not drawn any removal. In all of this, I have drawn no removal at all. This is not enough to save me, so we'll just concede. I'm not sure that I'm that upset with how the deck played. I thought the opponent, Lucky Pants, got extremely lucky with good draws. And we didn't draw any removal at all. Just really never got rolling there except for very, very early. So I'm okay with how the deck played that time. I think Lucky Pants got very, very lucky to draw all that removal and that flying creature early with the life steal. But our let's keep it for now.
Die with honor.
It feels like the deck may have too much power though. Boy, was I drawing a lot of it there late game that I did not need.
Wield the flame.
Well, here's an aggro deck, obviously. So we need to try to steady the ship.
Our wings and will are unbreakable.
Not gonna block. That's fine. So the question is, which unit do I silence? Oh, I could play. Actually, I could play her out. I think that I would probably silence the Ronin, to be honest. I'll play out the better blocker.
They cannot break our spirit. Glad to have you on our side.
Ha!
So I'm definitely going to be blocking that guy here. So I've definitely got the card advantage now.
This way.
Die with honor.
Ah, okay, brought him back. So I'm going to get a little armor there. I think I'm going to keep 1 up for this finest hour. So I'm going to silence that one right there. I'll attack with Ikaria to get my 1 in. So I'm assuming this will be a... So I'm going to save that one there. May have to give Ikaria up here. I think I will give her up. So we'll do that. That's silenced. Okay. Trying to stay alive. Obviously, if they draw a torch, we're done.
Wing and blade.
I would attack here with this war cry too, but I want to make sure I've got blockers handy. Oh, that's not great. Getting that is, though.
Wing and blade.
Well, attacking wide, so they are going to attack wide. May have a spell here. So we will go... This might be a pummel. I mean, I might not be able to get around this. If it's pummel, they win. That's rally. There you go. And I don't know why they felt they had to BM there, but that's fine, Ross Boss. I'm surprised that my deck was so slow compared... My deck has been so slow compared to my opponents, just because I have so many units that I play out. But it was very slow that time. That was a little bit surprising to me. Well, we're 0 for 2, so not exactly off to a great start here with Valkyries for the next season. These are not great to start. Well, I guess I have a 2-drop, 2 3-drops, so that's okay. They are playing Ricano colors as well. Alright, so I want to play this out just so I can get
Our wings and will
Valkyrie
are
out of my
unbreakable.
hand.
For those who cannot.
Ah, Hero of the People. That's pretty good. Alright, so I'll play the banners so that I can
They
play
cannot
the
break our
Sower of
spirit.
Descent
Glad to have you on our side.
to get the Warcry 2 going.
For those
Another
who
hero.
cannot.
So I'm going to pay the ultimate here.
Face
Get my
judgment.
2 Valkyries +1/+1. Next turn, she'll be boosted. Warcry 2. I like how this game's going.
Die with honor. Be redeemed.
Oh wow, seems good. So now we've got
Our wings and will are
a lot
unbreakable.
of
Face judgment.
now we've got a lot of Valkyries. That's fine with me.
I fly for the throne.
Alright, I've got blockers up here. Ikaria having endurance is just so critical. So good. Wow. 7/7 lifesteal now. Do I sack both of these? I think I will.
Choose your side.
Wow, this Valkyrie Spire Guard is going to be huge.
Wing and blade.
I fly for the throne.
Alright, we're sitting pretty again. Alright, they give up. Hey, there we go. Flying units. Turns out it's pretty decent. Alright, so there we go. We got a win under our belt. Oh wow, first one of the day. I'll take it. Alright, well with that, let's go ahead and switch on over to ranked. Why not? Let's try ranked out, see if we can win some games there. Another deck I'd definitely like to try would be a kind of a Warcry tribal deck, because one of the cards that I saw was like Navani Warsinger, where her Warcry affects every unit and weapon in your deck, and just make a deck around Warcry. Let's see, I have a torch, I have a 4-drop. This seems like a slow opening hand. I'm gonna redraw this. Okay. Getting Ikaria in your opening hand seems like it's good. It's been working out. Yeah, Ikaria and Sora of Descent in your opening hand with 4 power seems like it's working out okay for me so far. I think we'll keep going with that. Do we strategize? Okay.
Our wings and will are unbreakable.
Nothing. Well, that's sort of interesting. Guess I played this out.
They cannot break our spirit. Glad to have you on our side.
Put the Waystone out just so that I could try to get more influence for Ikaria a little faster. Well, I only have 1 Valkyrie in my hand. No, that's not true. I have 2. So I'm going to go ahead and play the ability.
Face judgment.
I'll attack, get the Warcry 2, and Ikaria through the air. Would not be surprised to see a harsh rule coming out pretty quick. Ooh, Auric Runehammer. Oh, killed that one, really? Okay, that's interesting. Man, for some reason, I just feel a harsh rule coming out this next turn. If I play Silverwing Commander, I'm going to hold on to her for now. Another Auric Hammer. God, I wish I had a spot in there to play. Well, I guess they're immune to damage, so I will go ahead and torch. I don't want her to, or I don't want Guchenstein to be able to just attack my Silverwing Commander. Oh, a Vanquish, okay.
Halt!
Well, for 1, I mean, I'll waste a silence unit when it's a 5/5 for 1. Drawing a sigil. Are they gonna play a unit in this game, or Nea? Maybe it could definitely be a a weapon deck. I have the torch. So I'm going to save the torch because I'm assuming they're going to get a weapon out. Wow, an Auric root hammer. Yeah, that'll get torched. Do they have a negate? That's too bad. I don't want to take 6 to my face, so I'll make them go through my enforcer first. Wow. Wow, burnt 2 hailstorms to get through that. Wow, now we're drawing power. This is not the time of game I want to draw power. And these curfew enforcements are useless at the moment.
Wing and blade.
But what a bad time to have Valkyrie Spire Guard with no Valkyries. Oh, look!
Rise up or be
Icaria.
cut down.
Not gonna block. I want to get rid of his rune hammer. He should attack and kill it, I would think. Yep, he's going to. But he lost his weapon. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and play one of these just to get the Aegis off of Icaria. Second Icaria, well,
or be cut down.
I would love to have 2 Icarias in my deck. Again, I don't really feel like there is anything that I could have done to win that game. I just feel like they kind of got lucky draws there to beat me. That's a terrible draw. Don't want that. Okay, that's fine. That's okay, it's not great. Early Sword of Icaria is good. I like having that in my early hand. Ooh, what was that they played? Oh, a Transmute 5 Amber Monument. Huh, interesting. So I'll get Sword of Icaria turn 3. Always gonna play Justice first in this deck if I have a choice, because I don't know when Icaria is coming out. Icaria is what I really need the influence on. This appears to be a slower Elysium deck, it would appear.
Take my sword.
So I'll play the sword, get my war cry, and attack to doink his unit.
You
A
cannot put out the
Dawnwalker.
light.
I'm kind of feeling Torch on Dawnwalker. Probably should have Valkyrie Enforcer first, silenced him. Yeah, should have done that. That was bad.
You cannot put out the light.
Okay, well, I got a chance to do it right here. So, play the Enforcer,
Halt!
and then we'll silence. Something's going to be getting war cried the heck out of. And now I've got a Gem Blade
It's
to
written
play on
right
one of my people. Maybe the Silverwing Commander, possibly. Alright,
Lie
so toss
steady,
that
Valkyrie.
out. equivocate. Put that unit into random unit with the same top. Interesting. So I now have an Iceberg War Chief. Okay, well, it's a 5-3 for 5. I mean, it's not that bad. Things could be worse. A Xenon Obelisk. Very good. Gonna try to save that Enforcer.
Wing and blade.
See if I can get to silence something with that. Units can't fly. That is a big problem, but luckily I've got the Valkyrie Enforcers, so my units will fly. Thank you very much. And this guy, yeah, you can not come back anymore. Thank you very much. I'm ahead on life, so if you attack me with the 6-7, I'm just going to take it this turn. Wow, you just take that. I don't think you could afford to do that. I don't think you had time to do that. Unless you have a way to wipe my board. Hailstorm? I'm taking 11. I don't need to block.
Step back.
Okay. I still don't think you have time to block. Because I have a gem blade in my hand. Yeah, you ran... You did not have time to do all that stuff that you thought you did. No, Dispel always good. Hey there, Rookie Bob. Thanks for checking in on the stream. Appreciate it very much. If you guys like what you see, give me a subscribe, give me a follow. It's appreciated. I got your message there, Rookie Bob, by the way. Intrigued by the deck. I'm going to try to look at it more closely, and we'll do that on a future edition of the show, a future episode. Alright, this is a very, very, very bad opening hand. I have 2 Icarias, only 2 Sigils, and they're not both Justice. So I don't like this opening hand at all. I really need to draw Justice here, and I didn't. Well, this would be the first time that I have been power screwed with this deck, that's for sure. If that happens. I'm playing with 30 power this season in this deck instead of 25, which is the minimum. 75 card deck still. Alright, well, can't do anything with that, but I can play Icaria out.
Our wings and will are unbreakable.
They are unbreakable, Icaria. Ooh, is she just going to get torched? Nope, didn't get torched. Unfortunately, I can't save her because I'm out of power. Don't torture. Don't do it. Oh, come on. Poop. Atreides poop. Why did you do that? Well, fine. I'm going to...
Take my sword.
Sort of Icaria and Warcry something. How about that? If you don't want to torture my weapon, I'm not going to be happy with you, but I won't hate it.
A single shot is all it takes.
I think I might just silence that. Well, or I just kill it. Yeah, I'll just kill it with the sword. That's fine. I was going to say, I mean, if I attack with the sword, then at least I get the Warcry out of it. If I don't attack, he could just attack me and just kill the sword. So I will go with this. Warcry it up. That's fine.
Our wings and will are
I'm not going to play
unbreakable.
the second Icaria out when I have the finest hour up in case I need it. So I want to play, next turn I would like to play the ultimate.
Stone Scar isn't a place for
That's
the
not,
weak-hearted.
that's not great. So, +1 and deadly. I would like to silence that, thank you very much. So now you have nothing. You have nothing. You're just blank. Man, this is such a good card. Valkyrie Enforcer is just really good. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not gonna give it +1/+1. Yes, I will do this. Sure. I'm totally happy with that outcome. I'm not gonna play him out, so I will do that.
Our wings and will are
Go ahead
unbreakable.
and play the ability. Make my Valkyrie in my
Face
hand
judgment.
a little bigger. And if you want to waste a torch on her again, that's fine. I've got bigger stuff coming. So I feel okay with this arrangement.
Stone Scar isn't a place
Another
for
champion
the
of
weak-hearted.
chaos. I don't care about you. I don't care about you puny 1/1s. I really don't even care about this guy. I'll care if he gets deadly, but I've got pretty big... Yeah, I'll just silence him this turn with the Enforcer. God, this card is so good. So good. Or I can just vanquish it. I'll play... Yeah, we'll play... Okay,
Wing and blade.
I'll play the Spire Guard and attack here. And then if that gets bigger this turn, I'll just vanquish it. No big deal. NBD. Looks like... Ooh, badness. Alright, well done. Totally not gonna block any of that. That's totally fine. Don't care at all about that. Because when I get this back, you're going to take 7, 8, 9, 10. You're taking 11. Alright, that's fine. Ooh, now I got a
They
blocker.
cannot break our spirit. Glad to have you on our side.
So even if he madnesses this again, I could always vanquish my own Spire Guard. Although when he takes the Spire Guard, he doesn't get the ally bonus. Vicious Highwayman.
Which one of you needs shoot?
Damage to an enemy. Lifesteal and quick draw this turn. I can totally vanquish them next turn. So I'm gonna take... So I take 8, I'd have 5 left. They have no power. Alright, so you can go bye-bye. So I'm down to 5, so I probably need to have a blocker out. So I will attack with the War Cry. Play this and silence you. And unless you've got a removal, I'm just gonna smash you in the face next turn. I feel pretty good about this at the moment. Or is he just making me wait because he's a douche? Bandit.
End of the road, friend.
Trying to see if there's a way to do this. Bandit Queen is not enough. You have the quick draw, but I have blockers, so I'm only going to take 2, and both your units are going to didn't die, and hey, he gave up. Alright. Valkyries, Recano Valkyries are moving up the ladder. Oh, moving up chests. Oh, a swift stranger. Hello, stranger. Alright, let's see. What time did I start? I started at... God, I started at 8:30? No, I started at 7:30, didn't I? Yeah, I started at 7, so I got a half an hour left. Okay, that's fine. I would love to be able to complete my quest. 5 power. Man, that's a lot of power in the opening hand. I will keep this. I'm not sure I like keeping this, just because I don't have units. Hey, I drew a unit. I'm excited about that. Nice Bandit Queen avatar, or whatever they're calling this. Icaria, well, hello there.
Our wings and will are unbreakable.
Our wings are unbreakable, unless they torched us right now. In which case, your wings would break immediately. Yeah, rock slide. Okay. One turn too late for that.
They cannot break our spirit.
So I didn't play this out because I know he's got some removal. Next turn I'll have more power, so I'll have a finest hour available in case I need to rescue something. Not sure I should rescue a loyal watchwing. Oh wow, what was that? For every 5 spells you play a 5/5 dragon with flying. Seems good. Seems like that's a good thing.
I fly for the throne. Glad to have you
Alright,
on
so
our
I've got
side.
War Cry now. So I'll War Cry 2. And save finest hour for a rescue if needed. Strategize, so he does not have the answers. That's fine. Okay, so there's one spell for Calderon Cradle. 2 spells for Calderon Cradle. Which is why we need this finest hour. Do you have another 1 spell? No, he does not. He's going to scout. Permafrost on that, so he's just trying to get a dragon out. Can't this turn. I'm glad to have the power or the permafrost on that instead of one of these guys. So I'm gonna play out this one first.
Fly steady, Valkyrie.
So if he's got more removal, then I can toss out an 8/8 Honor Guard. Seems like that would be pretty good. Mortar. Okay. So 1 away from getting the dragon. Alright, well, how scared do you think I am of your dragon now? My 8/8 lifesteal. Oh man, 8/8 lifesteal. That's crazy. Wow, nothing. I almost don't even want to play that out, just in case he has some shenanigans. I'm just going to save it for now. I've got lethal on the field right here. Yeah, you need a response. You need another permafrost, what you need. I think that's probably just what he's probably just trying to draw into permafrost. Still trying to draw into permafrost. You got a power out now though, buddy. I don't think it's your day, Diffie Q. Wow. So yeah, we'll just do that. Seems like that's gonna work. No matter who he blocks, I'll just Finest Dower the other one, and that'll be it. Yeah, so we go, or I could have torched him. Wow, yeah, so 8/8 Roland's Honor Guard. Very good. An effective unit for 5. Alright, we got a silver. Another silver chest. Gotta build up that money for the league. For the sealed draft league. Check the chat here real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Nothing in there at the moment. Well, sometimes my phone app doesn't always... Okay. Doesn't always update like I would hope. Okay, let's see here. I've got 2 7-drops in my hand. I have Ikari on my opening hand. That's exciting. I'm going to keep this. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Alright. Okay, so I've got 4 power in my hand now. That's awesome. Would love to get a Royal Watchwing here early.
Just a touch of poison.
Sword of Descent. Okay. Ultimate pay 5 to play Nyctophobia. Okay, so once they get to 5, it'll be a 4/3.
Touch of shadow. They cannot break our spirit.
Alright, Sower of Descent up. Sower of Descent is so good just because it reduces the cost of the stuff that I'm war crying. Gosh, it's so good. So good. She will also be in any Rakano gunslinger deck that I make. Better believe that's going to happen. Or when I make my a Warcry tribal deck. Oh, Sower of Ascent. Yes. Poison. That will be in the mix. Alright, so now that we have this, I can play
Wing and blade.
this.
Glad to have
give
you on
that
our
the
side.
ally. Question is, I mean, I feel like I should just... Okay, I'll wait one turn. I'll wait one turn. I'll wait one turn. Yeah, I mean, the Sower of Descent with Ikaria the Liberator, Warcry 5, you joking? Scary. Mono Shadow so far.
Touch of shadow.
Alright, burnt off an armor.
Just a touch of poison.
Another Nightshade. Wow.
They cannot break our spirit. Glad to have you on our side.
So I'm going to attack with one of these now. Since I have another one up. Wow, she just triple teamed me. Just to make sure she kills it. Probably will not attack with this one. I just wanted to get that Warcry 2 in.
the shadow.
Ew, I don't like that. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. Boy, I sure wish that he hadn't drawn that so that I could attack one of these guys. But if I don't, he's just going to hit me with this. It's too bad. That's okay. That's okay.
Take my sword.
So I will just go there and just pop you off. And next turn, we're going to Warcry 5 with Sower of Descent, unless Sower of Descent dies this turn. So next turn is going to be a great turn for us. Wow, they did nothing. So, yeah, we're going to...
Rise up or be cut down.
Yeah, this is an amazing turn. So I have an Aegis on her too, so even if you have something... Oh, okay, so he's going to kill the Sparker, that's fine. Still don't care. I still just Warcried for 5 with a Sower of Descent up. This is a great combination. I need this in my life more. These two cards together. I need more Icaria the Liberator in my collection. Wow. Wow. A 10-10 for 0. Wow. So, you can get the hell out of here.
They cannot break our spirit. Glad to have you on
Wow.
our side.
I guess I'll just... Should I save this or put it out? Wow. I guess I'll put it out. I mean, I've got something else.
Fly steady, Valkyrie.
Yeah, suck on that. My 10-10 Flying Warcry 2 for 0. Oh, permafrost did. It's alright. That's a permafrost. They didn't cast on Icaria to break Aegis, so that's fine. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that seems good. So we'll go ahead and just put that
Our
out
wings and will are
and
unbreakable.
do the ability.
Face judgment.
Yeah, so what are you going to do this turn? I don't think he can stay in the game. I think this is just over. Wow. So early returns so far playing in ranked have been pretty good. Oh man, I've got to save up Shift Stone to get more of these. I don't know what I'm going to take out, but I'm going to take out something to get more Icaria the Liberator in. That's for dang sure. So I'm going to take 4 damage from Knight this turn. But, I mean... So I'm going to draw another Nightshade. Can they play a Nightshade? They could have. Yeah, so I just... Goodbye. Unless they have something. Could have a negate. Nope, they don't. Had another 880 flyer coming out. Wow, that is a great game to end on. So, liking the Valkyries so far, needless to say, I'm liking the Valkyries. And the upgrade. Man, that's the second time we've got upgraded from a bronze to a silver. 100 shift stone, very nice. I actually need shift stone. What do I need? I need about 1,600, 1,500 more to get another Icaria. Outstanding. Well, let's see if I get anything lucky today. I got a legendary yesterday in a pack. Not this one. Let's see. But I still get the 100 shift stone. Getting close to a playset of that. Play 2 power cards for your void depleted. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And legendary? One time?
Nope.
Staff of the Archmagister. Premium Cowardice. Another Clutchmate. I feel like I'm almost... Yeah, that is an extra Clutchmate. I already have that. So, hey, 257 more Shift Stone into the bank. So there you go, guys. First look at some ranked Valkyries, Recano Valkyries here in Season 17. I am pretty excited about this. We'll see if we can get to gold or maybe even beyond with this. So that is the stream for today. I want to appreciate everybody for watching. I know you've got a lot of options out there. Thanks for giving me a couple of... Thanks for giving me your time and a chance here and a watch today. I appreciate it. We'll be back later in the week. May have a show on Thursday and possibly a show on Friday as well. So that's the plan for the rest of the week. Follow on Twitter, as always, at the Detour Stream to get the latest. Thank you very much, and until next time, keep it eternal.